I want to give a special shout out to all my patrons, my Bibliosprand, Bibliohowlers, and Bibliomancers. Thank you so much for supporting my hobby and passion even more. It means so much to me. Hi everyone, Petrik here. So not too long ago, I have posted a video about The Faithful and the Fallen. That video was, if you like The Faithful and the Fallen, then try reading these books or reading this series. And some of you have asked me for more recommendation for other well-loved popular series. So today's video will be about The Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hobb, the 16-book series by Robin Hobb. I think many of you know that The Realm of the Elderlings is one of my top favorite series of all time. It has been quite a while since I talked about this series. So today, I might as well talk about it. So yeah, today's video will be about, if you love The Realm of the Elderlings, try reading these books or series. So I am going to recommend 6 series, and then after that, I will mention one honorable mention. And my first recommendation will have to be the Wounded Kingdom trilogy by R.J. Barker. Now, The Realm of the Elderlings is divided into 5 sub-series: Farseer trilogy, Lifeship trilogy, the Thorny Man trilogy, and then the Rainwild Chronicle, and then finally the Fits and the Fool trilogy. And for this recommendation, the Wounded Kingdom trilogy, this is specifically for those of you who love reading the Farseer trilogy, the first trilogy in the Realm of the Elderlings. So the Wounded Kingdom trilogy consists of Age of Assassin, Blood of Assassins, and finally King of Assassins. And if you love Assassin's Apprentice, the first book in the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb, I think there's a really good chance that you will love Age of Assassins by R.J. Barker, the first book in the Wounded Kingdom trilogy. There's a lot of similarity between Girton. Girton Clubfoot is the main character in the Wounded Kingdom trilogy. There is a lot of similarity between Girton and also Fitz from the Realm of the Elderlings. Both Fitz and Girton, both of them are bullied a lot, and these two books, both of them are coming of age story, and just like Fitz, Girton has to learn and juggle his life as an assassin and also his normal life. Despite the harsh upbringing and life they're pushed into, they also find friends in unlikely situations. And to make things more similar, Fitz has a mentor named Shade. Well, Girton has a mentor named Marilla. The first time I read through Age of Assassins, I was constantly reminded of Assassin's Apprentice, and yeah, I highly recommend this one if you love Farseer trilogy. I will say, if you are frustrated by how incompetent Fitz was as an assassin, I will say that Girton is so much more competent and skillful as an assassin. Even though he, just like Fitz, made a lot of questionable decisions and actions that will make you want to slap him, especially in the second book, Blood of Assassins. But yeah, definitely give the Wounded Kingdom trilogy by R.J. Barker a try if you love Farseer trilogy. And I do think that the Wounded Kingdom trilogy up to this day is still criminally underrated and, well, underhyped. So few people talk about this series, even though I think it is pretty good. But that's not the only R.J. Barker's books I'm going to recommend today. So if you love Farseer trilogy, I recommend you to give the Wounded Kingdom trilogy a try. But if you love The Lifeship Traders by Robin Hobb, the second sub-series in the Realm of the Elderlings, then I think you should try reading the Tithe trilogy by R.J. Barker. The first book is The Bone Ship, and then the second book is The Call of the Bone Ship, and then the third and final book is The Bone Ship Wakes. Even just from the cover art, I think you will notice that the cover art to The Bone Ship, the entire trilogy, is pretty similar to the cover art to the UK cover art of The Lifeship Traders by Robin Hobb. I am quite sure that the designer actually purposely chose this design and direction so that readers will know that this one will feature a lot of seafarings and also plenty of similar aspects to the Lifeship Traders trilogy. Sea dragons exist in both series. Their existence and appearances plays a major role in the plotline, and then both series are heavily focused on seafaring and character development. The nautical battles in both series are also pretty awesome, even though Lifeship Traders features less battle scenes. In general, the Realm of the Elderlings doesn't feature many battle scenes, but the Lifeship Traders, compared to Robin Hobb's other series, relatively has the most battle scenes. Well, the Tithe trilogy definitely features more. And not only that, found families and forging positive legacies are important aspects of both series. I think subconsciously or not, R.J. Barker is inspired by Robin Hobb, I think. And both series, both Robin Hobb and R.J. Barker in the Lifeship Traders and the Tithe trilogy, are incredibly merciless toward their main characters. They suffered a lot. And if you have read both series, I think you will know what I'm talking about. Both are also very serious in tone. So yeah, I think if you love the Life Ship Traders, I think you will love the Tide Child trilogy as well. And my third recommendation is, what if you want to experience a series like Life Ship Traders featuring a lot of seafaring sections, mysterious creatures, pirates, and also found family, but so much more lighthearted and fun? Well, I will recommend a new book, and this is Tress of the Emerald Sea by Sanderson. I need to mention though, Tress of the Emerald Sea is a completely different kind of book compared to the Life Ship Traders trilogy. Tress of the Emerald Sea do features the aspects that I just mentioned earlier that can be found in the Life Ship Traders, but Tress of the Emerald Sea is just so much more whimsical and light-hearted. As far as tone and narrative goes, Tress of the Emerald Sea is more similar to Terry Pratchett's, or as many people have mentioned, to The Princess Bride. For the remaining 3 series I'm going to recommend, just like Tress of the Emerald Sea by Sanderson, it needs to be mentioned that these are different kind of books and series compared to the realm of the Elderlings. But I am going to recommend these 3 series based on an evident element that is often found in the realm of the Elderlings by Hobb. And the first one is Animal Companion. In my If You Like the Faithful and the Fallen video, I recommend The Realm of the Elderlings by Hobb because of this aspect. And well, for today's video, I'm going to recommend the same thing. But again, as far as writing goes, The Faithful and the Fallen is so different to Hobb's prose. Once you're past through the first half of the first book, Malice, the pacing became so much more faster, and The Faithful and the Fallen definitely features so much more battle scenes, so much more. John Gwynne is one of the best combat scenes writer I've read in fantasy. But there is one aspect about The Faithful and the Fallen that I always connect and compare, and that's the Animal Companion. I think both Hobb and also John Gwynne, both of them are excellent authors when it comes to including animal companionship in their books. And also, not only that, I think the character development, even though the writing style and the tone of both series are very different, I think both John Gwynne and also Hobb are excellent at their characterizations and development in their own way. So that's my recommendation for the element of Animal Companion. But what about bromance? So The Fits and the Fool, many readers have ranked The Fits and the Fool as the best bromance in epic fantasy. And I couldn't really disagree with them, because I also agree that Fits and the Fool is one of the best bromance in epic fantasy. Their relationship and connection with one another is just unparalleled. Their love for each other is so palpable. Their love and friendship for each other is just so palpable, and you can definitely feel it off the pages. But in the topic of bromance and duo, well, I'm going to recommend The Gentleman Bastards by Scott Lynch. Again, these 2 series are completely different kind of series, tonally and narrative-wise. But I think if you want to read a fantasy series with a bromance as good as The Fits and the Fool, I think you cannot go wrong with choosing The Gentleman Bastard. Plus, the second book in the series, Red Seas Under Red Skies, can also be compared to the Life Ship Traders. I think Red Seas Under Red Skies was the first time I read a fantasy book that is so focused on seafaring and pirates, which usually I don't end up clicking with. But Red Seas Under Red Skies definitely changed my mind. It was the first time I know that I could love a fantasy novel that is focused on seafaring. So if you love the bromance and the duo of Fits and the Fool, and you also love the seafaring and pirate adventures in the Life Ship Traders, I think there is still a good chance that you will love The Gentleman Bastards, even though it is, as I said, a different kind of series. And now my final recommendation is Empire of the Wolf by Richard Swan. As I said, these are different kind of series, but not gonna lie, the first time I read The Justice of Kings by Richard Swan, the first book in the Empire of the Wolf, I was instantly reminded of reading the Farseer trilogy. I know that sounds kind of crazy because setting, story, and also theme, there are so many differences between these 2 series, especially the tone. But I am recommending Empire of the Wolf if you like reading the way Fitz narrated his story in the 5th series in the realm of the Elderlings. So if you have read Farseer trilogy, at least Farseer trilogy, just from the first book, you will know that Fitz is narrating from his older self. Fitz, in his present time frame, is telling his coming-of-age story through his writing. And you can find that kind of narration in the Empire of the Wolf. The entire trilogy, I've read 2 books in the series so far, The Justice of Kings and also the second book, The Tyranny of Fate. Both of them are narrated by Helena Sedanka. We know right from the Justice of Kings, right from the beginning of the Justice of Kings, that the story that we're reading is told through Helena's own writing and voice. It is essentially a chronicle that leads towards her present time frame as she writes the story we're reading. So if you like that kind of narration in the Farsi trilogy, I think you will like The Justice of Kings and also the sequel, The Tyranny of Fate. Mentor-apprentice relationship is also very prominent in Empire of the Wolf trilogy. So that's my 6 recommendations, and out of all 6 of them, I am most confident about recommending the Wounded Kingdom trilogy and also the Taichal trilogy, both by R.J. Barker. I think if you love Robin Hobb's books in the realm of the Elderlings, I think there's just a really good chance that you will love these 2 series. As for honorable mention, I'm going to recommend Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn trilogy by Tad Williams. Now, I haven't read Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn trilogy yet. I'm going to read this series this year, but I have lost count on how many people recommended Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn trilogy to me because I love reading Robin Hobb's prose and I am okay with Robin Hobb's pacing. I think quite a lot of people mentioned that the first half of the Dragonbone Chair, which is the first book in Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn trilogy, can be really slow at times, and well, slow pacing is kinda like a thing with Robin Hobb's books. So going off based on these many recommendations, I'm going to mention Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn trilogy by Tad Williams as the honorable mention for you to try if you love reading Robin Hobb's books, The Realm of the Elderlings. I will find out this year whether that recommendation will hold true or not. Not gonna lie, I am pretty excited because I love reading Robin Hobb's prose so much, and many compare Tad Williams' prose to Robin Hobb's prose. So yeah, I think it will be great. So yeah, that's the end of today's video. Do let me know whether you have read this series that I mentioned, and do you agree with my recommendations. It is completely okay if you disagree. These are just my opinions, and as I said, for the last 3 series I recommended on today's video, those 3 series, with the exception of the element I mentioned, can be very different compared to the Realm of the Elderlings. And please, if you have any recommendation for those who love the Realm of the Elderlings, just like me, do not hesitate to mention it in the comment section. So yeah, that's it from today. As always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support. Bye bye. Lastly, I want to say thank you so much once again to all my patrons who keep on supporting me.